Every day, millions of Ghanaians tune in to the sounds of joy.
This could ultimately affect the Commission's findings.
Joy FM is Ghana's most listened to news radio station.
Well, your job as a reporter is to get to the story.
But today, the newsroom is in chaos.
But we've got basically 15 minutes. We're a bit constrained. Do you think you can find anything out before midday?
The midday newscast is minutes away, and Sarah is erasing yet another story from the lineup. Sarah Meehan used to work as a radio news producer in Toronto.
Human rights issues are really interesting because they are everywhere.
She's now in Ghana on a 6-month placement with an organization called Journalists for Human Rights. The Toronto-based group sends reporters to Africa, where they teach other journalists how to report on human rights abuses.
There was a severe fear here all the time. You couldn't report on things that you were seeing.
Journalists have reason to be fearful. As a recent example, this reporter was chased by soldiers for filming a student riot from a rooftop. Soldiers arrested another journalist by mistake. He spent more than a week in jail.
It went well. Yeah, it went well. Yeah.
Sarah and the other journalists are trying to change that one story at a time.
It's a matter of making sure that we're digging into the impactful and relevant areas of what the stories are and not just surface level.
That's why Vancouver reporter Will Mbaho has taken to the streets with his young protege.
We are not here to tell them how to do their job. We are here to help them do their job.
And how long have you been disabled for?
He's helping Charles with a story on government abuse of street people. Thanks to his Canadian teacher, Charles is starting to see his country in a whole new light.
I now know that there are people suffering on the streets, the very people that we so much claim we fight for. Their voices were not being heard.
Will has worked with Charles for almost 6 months now. The change, he says, has been extraordinary.
I think he'll become an editor someday. I think that he will be a success story. I certainly do.
The real success story, say some journalists, has been the work of the Canadians.
JHR's help has been their influence, which has given the young and up-and-coming journalists better perspectives.
Araba Kumsum is one of those up-and-comers.
One of the reasons why the girls engage in sex is
She's doing a story on the rights of pregnant teens, something she never would have touched before she met Sarah.
when I'm doing a story, I tend to go beyond what's on the surface. Yeah, so I learned a lot from her.
Sarah, Will, and the other Canadian journalists will only be here for 6 months, but their impact will be felt for years to come.
I like to believe that you don't need to be thanked for the things that you do. As long as they maintain this interest over time, that to me would be the best legacy I could hope for.
Kim Brunhuber, CTV News, Accra, Ghana.